Right. I guess people are asking, what is an ACE inhibitor? You know what it is if you're taking it for blood pressure. They use it for diabetes and, people with heart conditions. So this is something that's very, very popular. You're either on a statin or an ACE inhibitor, or for a lot of people, you're on both a statin and an ACE inhibitor. So again, what I want to point out is no one seems to be talking about this on mainstream media. And this is why I'm assuming you're here watching this. Okay, now this is something that, this is an article that came up in the BMJ, in Rapid Response. And what it discusses here is the fact that the use of ACE inhibitors may actually make coronavirus worse. It's a theory, remember. I'm not saying that these are facts, but these are real scientists and doctors. This one writing to the BMJ, do you realize that the COVID-19 actually attaches itself to ACE2? So when we think of an ACE inhibitor, it actually attaches. This is something we know. And this is what they were tracking in China and looking at, is that that's how it's getting into the cells. That's how it's infecting the cells, is through your ACE2. So let me try and explain this, as best as we can understand it. Because think about it. An ACE inhibitor is going to lower the amount of ACE2 in your body. This is what's carrying and working with the virus. It carries it into your cells. But also remember, last week we were discussing the fact that one of the nature of coronavirus and why it's dangerous is it appears to be creating a cytokine storm. Remember that discussion? Basically, your immune system going to a massive overdrive where you can have organ failure. You can have, all sorts of upper respiratory issues. Well, I just want to take a look at a chart that you can find on Wikipedia and different places talking about the physiology of human beings. And we're not going to get into all the depth of this, but what I want to show you is angiotensin 2. So angiotensin 1 converts into angiotensin 2, okay? Angiotensin 2 is what's responsible for high blood pressure. It actually regulates your blood pressure. And so ACE2 breaks up the angiotensin so that, you end up, moderating, the angiotensin, the amount going on. Angiotensin 2 is also really important in the involvement of a cytokine storm. You need angiotensin 2. If you have too much of it, you have a cytokine storm, which is what we're talking about when we talk about the coronavirus, is a cytokine storm through the body that is very, very dangerous. Now look what's happening. What we know is that the coronavirus attaches itself to ACE2. It fills in all the receptors that would normally go and try and attack and shut down the angiotensin 2 and makes the ACE2 unable to do its job, so it takes it out of service. This is what we know from the studies going on in China. This is what it's riding on. Now imagine, now you have more angiotensin 2 because the virus is attacking ACE2. Imagine that on top of that, you probably have some remaining ACE2 that's attempting to keep your angiotensin 2 levels down so you don't have a cytokine storm, only you're taking an ACE inhibitor. You're blocking this. So any remaining ACE2 that could be trying to protect you and keep you from having an angiotensin-driven cytokine storm could potentially lead you to much bigger and deeper problems with the coronavirus.